This week we're covering Big Time Adolescence, starring Pete Davidson and Griffin Gluck. It's a coming-of-age story about the friendship between a suburban teenager and his sister's college dropout ex-boyfriend. Let's get some reactions.
This is dope.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of just looks like a bunch of scribbles and dicks.
When you get older, you realize that's kind of all life is. It's just a bunch of scribbles and dicks and violence all in a void.
Zeke was my sister's ex-boyfriend. He was the man.
You gotta jerk off before you go fuck a girl. I jerked off before I picked you up, so I always be prepared. I don't know where the fuck we're going tonight.
And he made me feel like the man.
Fuck yeah, Mo. Got a home run.
Who's gonna drink it?
Hold on, what's in that?
Whiskey, beer, cough syrup, and Zanny bar. Oh, damn. Oh. That's my dude.
Okay, let's talk Big Time Adolescence. Did you guys like the film?
Yeah, I really did. I thought there was a bunch. I thought it had a lot of flaws, but honestly, I think it had a really good heart. And I saw it a while ago, and I've been thinking about it since I saw it, which I wasn't really expecting. But yeah, I thought it was a very, very heartwarming movie. And I would recommend that you see The King of Staten Island before you see this, because I think that film does what this film is trying to do, but better. But I would still recommend this film.
Yeah, I liked it. I was kind of surprised that I was gonna like it, just because, I don't know, I'm not the biggest Pete Davidson fan. I just don't watch a lot of his movies or a lot of his SNL skits and stuff, and so, I just wasn't really prepared to like it. I just kind of thought it was gonna be just another movie I watched. But, surprisingly, I thought it was pretty heartwarming, and it had, an interesting message. And overall, I would say that it was pretty, that I enjoyed it.
So that being said, did you guys think the story was unique?
Yeah. I thought I definitely thought it went in some unique places, especially the ending. That kind of threw me. But yeah, it does do a lot of plot points that have been before, a lot. But I feel like it has a unique spin on them, just because the dynamic between Pete Davidson and Griffin Gluck, I think, that felt very unique. So I think that the movie felt pretty fresh.
Yeah, I feel like. Like Devin said, I feel like there were some tropes, of the kind of teen movie stuff that I had seen before, but it didn't do it in a way where I was bored, or that, it did it in a way where I was like, okay, it's cool. And I thought it was pretty honest, which was nice. I thought it was a very honest movie and didn't try and sugarcoat things too much, which I kind of thought was pretty fresh.
So how about that dynamic between the two best friends in the film? What did you guys think?
I really liked it. I wanted to kill Pete Davidson a lot, but I think that was intentional. I thought the part at the the part at the beginning where it established their friendship, I thought that was really well done, because it had me on board with the idea of their friendship, and then as the movie went on, I slowly got off board. I guess my biggest complaint with the movie would be I didn't feel like Griffin Gluck's character was all that interesting. I thought Pete Davidson's character kind of stole the show. I thought there was a lot of good moments of them, interacting together, but I thought that Griffin Gluck's character didn't really have anything going on for him.
Yeah, I feel like I thought the dynamic was pretty good, but yeah, the whole time I just couldn't help seeing and just being oh my god, this relationship is so inappropriate, just all the stuff he was introducing him to. I was oh my god, this is so bad, this is nothing a young high schooler should be exposed to, or just spending all this time. But as far as since it's a movie, I'm not gonna be a mom about it. The dynamic was really good, and I think that I like the way that it kind of played off of each other and stuff.
So did you guys like Pete Davidson in this role?
Yeah, he's an actor that I'm slowly starting to enjoy more and more. I think he plays himself, as he always does, but he's very good at playing himself, so I think it worked for the movie. Yeah, I think he does a really good job at being charming at the beginning, and then does a really good job at being pathetic at the end. So yeah, I thought he was very good in the movie.
Yeah, I thought he was, good, but it was kind of thing I was like, okay, is he just playing himself? Like, I was just a little bit like it's exactly the kind of character I expected him to play, just based off of kind of what I've seen of him like in the public eye and stuff. So I thought like he did a good job of it, but I wasn't super impressed just because I felt like obviously I haven't seen him in a ton of stuff, but whenever I do, it seems to be kind of this kind of character. And I would like to see him branch out a little bit more to see more about his acting techniques and like if he kind of has what it takes to branch out from that kind of character.
So, Jillian, you previously brought up the inappropriate nature of their relationship. But do you think that there were some sweet moments between Zeke and Mo, or was it all just unhealthy?
I thought there was some like sweet moments, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having an older mentor and someone to like hang out with you and guide you through stuff. And you could definitely tell like when he was having some conversations with him, like it was, heartfelt and they were like really bonding. I think it was just, there was still like more parts that were definitely like troublesome and like him introducing him to things that he probably shouldn't be doing at that age and stuff. But I think that there were some parts where I was like, oh, like he probably is getting some advice that like, he couldn't get from his dad or his mom or anything. So, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that I agree with everything you said. I think the film did a really good job at making his character charming, even if he wasn't the best person. So when you write yourself as this character that everyone loves, and gets all the girls and like everyone like loves right off the bat, a lot of times it comes off as self-centered, but I feel like this film does a good job at selling it. I think a lot of his dialogue, I was like, oh, okay, I can see why people would like him. That being said, I do wish there were more moments of like genuine like wanting to see their relationship succeed throughout the film. I feel like after the beginning of it, the film just kind of dipped off where it's like, okay, he's the bad guy now.
So let's talk about funny moments. Were there any funny moments that stood out to you guys? What's the funniest?
I think the whole thing with I could be an actor, like pretend that my dog just died, and how that was reincorporated at the end of the film. I thought that was genius. I thought that the kind of like, okay, now you try, and then it cuts to his sister crying. I thought that was hilarious, and also really sad. But yeah, I think that was my favorite joke in the film. I also really liked Griffin Gluck pretending to be high. I think he did a great job at pulling that off, and it felt very, very real.
Yeah, I also thought the like I could be an actor thing was funny. I'm trying to think of moments that I thought were like really funny. I think it was just overall like a relatively lighthearted tone, but I don't think there was a lot of parts that like had me like laughing out loud. But I thought that it overall had a good kind of comedic tone. I thought there was just like a lot of moments that had me chuckling, but I can't think of one anymore that like stands out.
Well, finally, would you guys be friends with Zeke?
I feel like I would be like really, really, really casual friends with him. Like it would be like the type of thing where like I would like run into him and I'd be like, hey, what's up? But like I wouldn't hang out with him one-on-one or anything. And I wouldn't introduce him to other people.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say like I'd love to run into him at like Chipotle every once in a while, but other than that, I would not want to like actually like hang out with him. Just I feel like he's too chaotic for me. I can't handle that.
Well, those are all the questions I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much.
This weekend, Paul's house. It's so on.
You should sell my pot at your party.
You think I'm just gonna walk into a party and everyone's gonna wanna buy pot from me?
Call me crazy.
Who's ready to party?
You're acting real silly right now, all right? That chick is like 16 years old.
Nick, I'm 16.
Exactly. What?
Imagine being in high school and Pete Davidson is your best friend. I mean, come on. Okay, he was playing a character and it wasn't really Pete Davidson, but still, wouldn't that make one hell of a comedy? Anyways, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of Real Reactions. Although our reactions may be a little ridiculous and a little bit racy, they're always real.